He's now going to be a top of the notch Twitch streamer.
Chat, I got a twin right here. I scratched my chin with this.
Bro's been taking to the internet, going live, and he is wilding out.
What's good, Crimson?
Like
y'all want to see?
new
Update. If y'all ain't been here, update. Update, chat.
Okay. So, he's been out on Twitch updating people. Seems to be getting his mobility back. And what better way to rehab and keep in the limelight than Twitch streaming? But I got to say, this is better. This is very different than a Jameis. And ironically, we'll get to that too. But this is very different than a Jameis. This is a recluse.
Every day, chat, it's getting better.
Recluse?
Yeah. I got to say, if Jameis is like a Bugs Bunny, this is like the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally rubs his head on his teammates.
Chat, y'all like my wiener?
But, as one thing our streams share is like we're definitely out here showing off our wieners. Him and I, if you were to come on in the Rethink Tank stream, you'd be seeing the same thing. Good old wiener pet every once in a while.
I was looking at the stream when you said that. I was like, what? Cam.
But if you and another thing that we can look forward to that's going to be coming up here quickly, coming up on Tuesday, he's been calling out Jinxie. He's like, I want to stream with Jinxie, which, boy, it's going to be entertaining.
Stream together. The power of chat. The power of chat will get me and Jinxie together. See, now, this is the #1 guy in the NFL
professional
that I will
athlete.
stream with, bro. Chat, Tuesday, bro. I already texted Cam because I seen this clip. I already texted him. He texted me. Tuesday, chat. Now, the questions is, bro, what games do y'all want to see us play? Because I was thinking we could do some R6. I know he plays R6. I also think that would be funny as fuck. We could do some Fortnite. We could do some Madden. He told me he thinks Fortnite is too advanced, though. Maybe I could convince him to do no builds or something. But, chat, what games should we play, bro?
Fortnite. Get him in Fortnite. But if you want to get a flavor of what his streams have been like, where's the I'm trying to get I may not have all of them up here, but there's one of them just eating tacos. We'll get to that.
Okay, so he's doing a mukbang.
Well, no, not literally
mukbang.
actually eating it, but anyway. Did you catch any of the UFC last night?
No, funny enough, I tried to stream it in a certain way, and I think I got a virus or something.
They're coming after you.
I think I got one of those.
Dana White's probably gonna be knocking on your front door soon. Yep.
So no, I did not watch the fights. I missed them.
Big woof. Well, Skattebo was there.
Is the thing on? Is it on? It's on.
Creator. Influencer now.
I got to introduce
Keeping the hype
I
going.
gotta
Oh God, he's back. No, I
introduce
missed
you.
him.
Nice to meet you, bro.
He's a kid.
That's so sick.
They need.
He's such a freak.
They need to have Cam Skattebo run around with Hezbollah.
Oh my god.
That'd be good content. That'd be good.
Hey, and he's in the game now. But if you didn't. So since you didn't see the fights yesterday, there was some news rising out of it. Israel, Khabib's brother is out here dominating
Khabib's
now.
New clone, yeah.
And he's going to be just a force that can't be stopped. And that's why, obviously, Hezbollah has come out of the woodwork. He's out here, ringside cheering again. Yeah. And, when you bring these folks out of Russia and try to put them in the domestic world, even just for one evening, it's almost impossible. Now, it isn't their fault when you got a Dylan Dennis just running wild in the stands, but
I cannot stand him.
Oh, well, rightfully so, because chaos ensued at UFC. What was it, 322, I believe, last night?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you hear about the aftermath?
No, what?
Dana White said?
Oh, yeah. Which, again, it is crazy that they're not pressing charges. Dude's got a chair over his head. Like, makes you wonder how much of this is like, how much of this is the WWE, where it's just putting on a show for the people. It's got us talking. It's entertainment. You know, that guy, I'm going to go back just for a quick second so we could see it all. Watch this guy with a chair, felony over his head. We just kind of pull it away from him and kind of guide him back. You know, security's not reprimanding him in particular. It's like, how much of this is a show? Because Dana White's like, yeah, you know, it comes with the territory of fighting. We're not going to press charges. We just took him back. He's never coming back again. Dylan Dennis is never coming back again.
You're talking like Larry David.
Because this whole thing is a sitcom.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like Dylan's done this before, so
Yeah,
I'm
he has.
upset. Like that's why I'm like, no, I don't think.
Especially with this crew.
Yeah, like I don't.
And yes, hold on. So let's season even more. You raise a good point. One of the major things Dana did bring up is going, yeah, I kind of should. This is on me. I probably should have predicted this because I heard he was over by Masvidal, and I was like, nothing's gonna really come from that. And then I really didn't think that he was by the entire Muslim Brotherhood, which 7 years ago he brawled out during the counter fight. So, you know, powder keg.
Notice Connor doesn't do this. Connor does a lot of stuff. He doesn't do this.
No, he does it with women and in clubs.
That's true. He picks his fights wisely. Let's just say.
Connor does the ones only he can win.
But that's the thing. That's why I can't stand Dylan. Because like this is the only reason he's going to be talked about. He's not a fighter. I don't care what anybody says. He's not a professional fighter. He's about as like acclaimed as a professional fighter at this point as Joe Rogan.
Oof.
Like I really do not respect Dennis as like a fighter in like the genre. Like I'm just like past it. So when I heard he got into a fight, I was like, oh, you just want to be talked about.
Yep.
Like this is simply you just wanting to be talked about.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Hold on, I do want to see if
imagine if Skattebo got involved with that though.
That would be a shame too.
I thought that's what you were going to bring in.
Doug, you see a Cam 5? Yeah, this is it. All right, so if you want to get a flavor of what a Skattebo stream looks like, this is it.
Oh,
Top
cool.
of the line, buckle up, pinkies out, only the finest for you.
Serious question. Do you like turn your head to eat a taco, or do you turn the taco for you? Like, are you dominant to the taco, or does the taco, like, do you turn your head for the taco? It's about the dominance of the taco, though. Like, if you're turning the taco, you're dominating the taco. Or do you soften for the taco?
Profound.
You know what? If he wasn't good at football, he'd be ripping cigs at 4 a.m. at a construction site.
And dude, he'd be their favorite work mule.
Yeah.
They'd be like, give it to Cam. And he's just got like 7 pallets of brick. Just
That's what I mean. The world needs people like that. We do. We need people like that. Now we've got a camera in his face. He's talking about tacos.
any beautiful skyline you see built by mankind, just go, it was built on the backs of mules like him.
It's built on the backs of running backs that didn't quite make it.
So you know what? In his defense, though, oddly enough, that is the hottest question in the NFL right now.
Tacos?
That's what everybody's asking. Everybody's asking, do you turn your like you're succumbing to the taco? Do you turn your head or do you turn the taco? It's like, who's turning the taco? Those people we need to put in a box.
This is a question going around the NFL.
There is no question. Really,
I agree. I'm
it
with
is a
you.
CIA psyop to isolate the people who should be corralled.
That should have
Who's turning a
Oh my God.
taco?
That should have been the name of the episode. Cam Skattebo psyop. That would have been a great
He
one.
works for them. We should have known.
I'm with you though. Like who turns the taco?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So let's get a little bit review of last week. Tomlin was not pleased with the performance of Aaron Rodgers.
How would you?
Next.
And here's the thing though. He can get away with saying that about Rodgers and vice versa because it's like you guys have been in the league as long. You know what I mean? Like you guys have been in the league for 2 decades. He knows he had a bad day. I know he had a bad day. Let's get to the next question.
Right.
Just didn't have his day. You know, it'd be that'd be one thing if that was like a rookie. That was like this is like his 8th start, and you're like, how'd he play? That'd be like, dude, yeah, have his back a little bit.
Right.
For Rodgers, it's just like yeah. Ask Aaron the same question. He'd probably look at you like bad.
Bad. You know, speaking of upsets and just crazy game. I mean, last week was just a crazy week.
Oh, I know which one.
Predictions flipped on their heads. You know, our review. When we get to our predictions this week, hopefully we forecast better because all of the, you know, front runners just buckled last week. One of the big ones cost me my gut biome on this beautiful Sunday. Now that I'll have to chug an ice for you because who would have thought the Bills would have laid an egg the way they did, especially when literally this is the beginning of the Dolphins-Bills game.
False start. Offense number 30.
Just going across the formation. To the officials, they'll be parsing that one back in New York. Whether it was Daquan Jones or whether it was against...
Just starting the game with just chaos. Not a single play called yet using a timeout. They beat the Bills.
Yeah, they just beat the Bills. They belt the
And they
ass
beat
the
me
Bills.
this weekend with James Cook getting walloped.
Oh, the whole team did.
The whole team?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it was like what, 30-6?
Yeah.
We put up 6 points against the Dolphins. We beat the Dolphins.
We beat the Dolphins.
We beat the Dolphins.
But the Jets beat the Packers.
yeah. In some way, we're gonna do the math, and we beat the Super Bowl champs.
Okay, now this week, things to get excited about. You mentioned him. We talked about Cam. We're talking about the Giants. Cool things.
I have no idea what's coming.
I know. Aside from all of that, Jameis announced the starting quarterback.
Okay. Did he just do the Thriller dance?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And don't you love, like, that's the announcement video, is him doing the Thriller dance at work.
That's the beauty of him is like this point in his career. It's like your expectations are so low. You could throw 3 touchdowns or 3 picks today. I don't know, but damn it, I'm dialed in.
Wait.
I need to see it happen.
You want to know who Jameis is? Like, this is Jameis.
You see how popular I am? Even elementary students know who I am.
You think I'm an elementary student? I just graduated from Penn State.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm just making it.
Oh, I was thinking 5th grade.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. I know. So nothing gets better than that personality finally, just like when we beat the Steelers in the Snow Bowl, like getting called in, dude's been sitting there waiting, ready for the moment. And when that personality finally gets the call,
Finally made it. Finally made it. Something I've been doing since I've been 4 years old. And I just get to do it in the greatest.
Dude, he's
city in
always
the world.
smiling.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give
sing
him
it
that
with my
credit.
son.
He's
It's
always
the greatest
smiling.
city in the world. Do it in the greatest city in the world. I'm gonna be saying it with my son. It's the greatest city in the world. Yeah, that's a Hamilton reference if y'all don't know. Yeah, 10-year reunion.
bro's singing Hamilton as he's getting called into his first start of the season. Let's bring her in.
You know what? He's the perfect guy to have when I need someone to start 4 games.
You know who else impressed me in this moment, though, is just as much as I'm excited for Jameis, because he's always going to have a special place in our heart here. But the takeaway is also how much of a class act Russell Wilson is.
When Calf said that you were not going to start on Sunday, what was your reaction to that?
Obviously I want to play, but also, Jameis has worked his butt off, to give him a great opportunity. He's a guy who's played in this league for a long time, and he's one of my closest friends. I know he'll do a great job. I'm going to help him prepare the best way possible. I'll be ready to go.
You were not going to start on Sunday.
Oh,
what was
jeez.
your reaction to that?
Oops.
I know he'll do a great job. I'm going to help him prepare the best way possible. I'll be ready to go. and all that, and felt ready to go last game. Obviously, and I got us all the way down to the 1 inch yard line. We didn't get it. Unfortunately, we didn't go forward, but it's part of the game, and we thought we were gonna win the game there and field goal and all that, but it didn't work out. So I know with Jameis though, he works his butt off. Like I said, we have great dialogue. And he's a great teammate, and his work ethic. He's very.
You got to hand it to him. Yeah. Like, he's well-spoken as a guy that kind of has lived this moment now a couple times, right? He lived it, right? Lived it in Seattle, Pittsburgh. The fact that Jameis is the one that's it's like, how bad is it when they're evaluating their situation and they're like,
well, this is not a 4-teamer. It's like, at one point you were starting, now you're benched, and they're looking to another guy. But like, again,
and people wait before I want to get your comment. But people then are also going, does this now make Russell Wilson third string?
Oh, he's definitely third string.
So, like, dude,
when Dar comes back,
at a certain point, you got to know when to bow out.
Well, I mean, we could say the same thing about like guys like Flacco and them, though. The problem is with Russell, it's like there's a lot of narrative behind it, right? Where it's like, hey, like Russell Wilson might be the first player I've ever seen in my life play his way out of the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Would you put him in the Hall of Fame?
No.
At what? Hey, 6 years ago, would you put him in the Hall of Fame?
Probably.
That's what I mean. It's like he's played his, and I feel bad for him because he seems like a good guy. I get he's probably corny. Probably at one point had a bit of like a pompous attitude, especially during the Seattle days. But he genuinely just seems like a good guy. Like just like a good man. And so I feel bad for him in that regards. But it's like I wouldn't vote to put him in the Hall of Fame. I'd be like, for half of his career, he's been a pretty below average player. And then the first half, he was Hall of Famer. Like, he was probably the best quarterback for like a 3-year stretch on like the best team with the best defense, the Seahawks. Should have won 2 Super Bowls.
Well, then it makes you wonder how much of that is Marshawn Lynch? How much of that is your defense?
A lot of it
how
was
much...
Russell. I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah,
Russell was
it was a
like,
sharp team.
But it's like the same thing. But it's like those Super Bowl teams. It's like, it's not just the one guy. It's not like just Mahomes. It's like, no. He was on a great team with great players, and Russell played great. The big surprise is how he went to other teams, and the fall off was like Deshaun Watson level. Like, oh, you went from like, everybody told me you were God's greatest gift. And then you show up in Cleveland. It's like, this guy sucks. He's not even kind of bad. He's like really bad. So I feel for Russell. I do feel for Russell. I think him handling it like that doesn't surprise me though. He's always kind of been that kind of guy. Very like professional, very, respectful of other players. Like he respects other players.
2 questions. First question, you present a great point. Did he play himself out of the Hall of Fame? At the point at which we just kind of went like, it kind of feels like he did. If they were to put him in the Hall of Fame, do you think that's a miss by Canton?
Absolutely not. Canton's getting to a point now, it's the opposite of the MLB.
Yeah, where everyone gets in.
Everybody's getting in. So if they put him in, I would not. Do you think Phillip Rivers should be in the Hall of Fame?
We've had that talk before. I could see it.
I think he should be. I think he's top 10 in yards, yards, touchdowns, completions, all those quarterback statistics. Phillip Rivers is top 10 in probably majority of them. Didn't win a Super Bowl, and that's the one thing people say he shouldn't get in on. Do I think he's a better quarterback than Russell Wilson in terms of a career? Yes. Russell has a Super Bowl. Matt Stafford wasn't a Hall of Famer until he won that Super Bowl with the Rams. He was good for a decade prior to that. Like the Football Hall of Fame is really weird. Like it's really at this point where like unlike baseball where it's like you could be Ichiro and someone won't unanimously vote you in. Like someone will say you weren't a Hall of Famer, which is ridiculous. But like you could be in the NFL and be like, think of it this way: if Josh Allen never wins a Super Bowl, is he going to be in the Hall of Fame?
Probably, unfortunately.
That's what I mean.
That's
and
a good point.
The unfortunate is he didn't win a Super
Bowl.
The
only reason, not unfortunate that Josh Allen didn't have a great career and deserves accolades. It's that you're really raising a strong point, which is, dang, even just a moderate career without the accolades gets you in anymore.
Right.
That's the disappointment.
He can win 3-4 MVP. If Aaron Rodgers played in 1 Super Bowl his whole career, he's going to be in a Hall of Famer. Like he's absolutely going to be a Hall of Famer. What is he most known for? Probably winning like 4 MVPs, more so than the 1 Super Bowl he won back in 2010.
Right.
It's now 2025, and he hasn't played in another one since. So the NFL Hall of Fame, like, if they put Russell Wilson in, I'd be like, you know what? Those years he had in Seattle, best team in football. He was the best quarterback in football. Should have won 2. You should have won 2 Super Bowls if you handed the ball off to Marshawn. So, and then if they did that, he'd be a no-brainer. It'd be like he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
It's like, look at Jalen Hurts. He's won a Super Bowl. I don't think he's the best quarterback. I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback in the league. If he continues on this run with Philadelphia for another 3 to 5 years, he's going to be in a Russell Wilson-like argument where it'll be like, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He should be, especially if they win another. Why wouldn't you put him in?
Right.
You know, do I think he's a top 5 quarterback in the league? I don't think so. Did you ask that question?
No. Well, so here's the second question I have for you. You brought him up considering like Joe Flacco is a quarterback that other teams could easily, beyond Cincinnati right now, other teams could find a starting position for him.
100%.
And so in a world where he has had 18 seasons played compared to Russell Wilson's 13, when it comes time to like, hey, recognizing when it's time to get out, it's clearly Russell's like way more than Joe Flacco. And that's 5 more seasons in the league. What does that say about Joe Flacco, who also has a Super Bowl win and has had a strong presence on multiple different franchise teams?
Let me throw a quick counter question based off the first one. I think Flacco's going to the Hall of Fame.
Right. That's kind of what I'm alluding to.
Yeah,
There's no world where he can't at this point.
Yeah.
You would satisfy so many franchises, like in terms of just appeal, and you would, boom. Yes.
You know, like Flacco's deserve. But here's the thing.
But again, what does it take now? Just get a Super Bowl and you're in the Hall of Fame?
The Super Bowl is the big one. See, for like Super Bowl, like for Russ, he was Super Bowl MVP and he won a Super Bowl. For Flacco, Super Bowl MVP, won a Super Bowl. There's I always think of that famous clip of Flacco when he won the MVP of the Super Bowl. He's like, "Oh, I won a car," and it's just like so funny because again, that's like 2012 or something like that. I think the difference, though, in terms of careers, because I'm with you, I think Russ should consider bowing out. You made a ton of money. You're married to. Well,
and that's the killer, dude. It's not money. You're doing this for yourself, and what you don't see is because you're so close to it, you don't see how it's hurting your brand and overall legacy because you just want to keep, like, it's me and you. Look at you. Baseball's over for like the age range, but you grab your bag, grab your mitt, you found a corner in the world, and it's a competitive league. These are guys that also share it. Who cares who's watching? Like, it just happens to be that his rec fun is on the biggest stage in the world. And there is something to be said about like, dude, drag me off. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm here to like, what else am I going to do? Go work at a car dealership? This is my shiz and I love it.
I think for him, he knows he's kind of played his way out of it. And he's trying to play back into it.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're right.
Like for him, like, I don't think he thought the Denver move would go as south as it did.
Yeah.
And like, here's the funny part is like in Pittsburgh, I give him the credit. He took him to the playoffs. Like Russell Wilson, after the Denver debacle, his first year removed from Denver, led a team to the playoffs. That for me, I was like, hey, I'd give it to him. I didn't owe it all to Russ, but it's like, he should have bowed out after last year. Him going to New York is like, you went to a worse team.
Yeah.
You went from a stable team to a not worse team. The difference between him and Flacco, though, is Flacco's that old style pocket, throw the ball quarterback. Russ isn't. Russ, much like a Deshaun Watson, he's got to be mobile. He's got to be mobile enough. He's not. Joe Flacco, 6'5", could drop back. Like you said, give him Jamar Chase and see it. Here he had Jerry Jeudy and no one.
Yeah.
Like you have give him 2 decent receivers. That big horse will throw the ball high and in the air and say, go get it.
Go get it.
And they will. And it'll look great because he could throw that ball consistently. Russell Wilson's deep ball got worse throughout his career. He doesn't move as good as throughout his career, and he doesn't have the elusiveness he used to have in the pocket like he used to have back in Seattle. I just think it's like, man, I think, and that's my fear for like a Jalen Hurts is like, I think if he leaves Philadelphia, he's one of all the NFC quarterbacks to be like, I want to see how he does. I want to see if he actually does as well because I don't think he will. I think Jalen's pretty good. If Jalen was smart, he would do everything in his power to never leave Philadelphia. Never leave Philadelphia. Play 10 years there, win 2 Super Bowls. You will be a Hall of Famer. If you play 8 years there or 7 years there, only win one Super Bowl and move off to another team, I doubt you'll look as good. I just don't. I don't see because he doesn't sling the rock like other guys in the NFC. Like Jared Goff hasn't won a Super Bowl. He is a much better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Like I would be like, yeah, I would as a true quarterback, I would take him over Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And the other one's got a Super Bowl. Jared Goff's lost the Super Bowl.
Doug, what were you gonna say?
The 9 a.m. game is possibly about to go into overtime. There's like a minute left, and it's tied 13-13.
Man,
you know what? I give them credit. They keep going, having these games almost going into overtime, but they are absolute dog poop games.
Yeah, I just love and the Commanders and the Dolphins.
The Commanders are 3-7.
Yeah, how did
they lost the NFC Championship game? And here's the thing, Jane Daniels. I hope he gets better. We've talked about this. I really hope he gets better. When he has played this year, he has not looked good. When he has played, when he was healthy, he did not look.
Well, you know what's his first game was like, wow, we got something here. Then it was just a couple lukewarm and gone.
Well, it's crazy
because again, he was out and he's back, and he's out and he's back, and just struggling with injuries on top of it all. Yeah, it's been rough. Well, I appreciate the update, Doug. With that, we've also got a big week coming ahead of us. So we got Jameis starting. That's exciting just to have someone that brings us some smiles, but also two great quarterbacks from a great quarterback class are clashing heads, the Buccaneers versus the Bills, even though the Bills can just eat farts after last week. But here's a fun exchange with Josh Allen and Baker.
I have to walkie-talkie to him because he's so damn tall, so I can't really have a face-to-face conversation with him. But, in Buffalo, it's cold, it's rainy. Even though he's 6'10", his hands are small, so he better wear his gloves.
That's crazy. Baker wears 2 gloves golfing, so he's that type of guy.
And he wears 2 gloves golfing.
That's a good diss.
That's crazy.
That's a good burn.
Your boy Baker better not.
I hope not. I'm looking forward to that game at 1.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Here's the funny part is, though, if you're Tampa, you could afford to lose that game because even though you lost last week, every other team in your division lost.
Right.
So they didn't gain on you in the division. You lost to, Buffalo. You lost to Miami, and New England's now pulling away. They have to win to stay in the division race. This is a very much a must-win game for Buffalo, more so than Tampa, in my opinion.
No, you're right. You're right.
Just because of the division race.
Well, so with that being considered, let's get into our football review for this week. Check it out. We've got some fun games to look forward to. I think this week's matchups are so much better than last week. So right now, let's get an update. That is not the update. Is it still 13-13?
It is.
Wow. All right. Well, and they're in
you
where?
Know what? Right now, pulling for the Dolphins. Go Miami.
Yeah. Dude. All right. That was going to be the comment I had. We got to give it to Daniels. Get that recluse Tyreek out of the locker room. Tua, man, that dude, I think talk about us, like with Deshaun. You're forced to make this work, and it's crummy. And I think, you got one golden goose, A-Chain, and he's holding it down. Mm-hmm. But I got to give it to Daniels for keeping this afloat.
Listen, they're 3-7. It's nothing great. But for 3-7, what it was a month ago,
right?
Is like,
it's like the Jets. It's like also the Jets. Look at them coming back.
It's you beat the Bills. If you beating the Bills is just like, it's like when we beat the Steelers last year in the snow. It's like, we got one. We got one. We got you. We got you, dude.
Professional football team.
Yes. Like it just kind of has that feeling, and I'm rooting for them because. Particularly with the Commanders, again, you have been riddled with injuries. I'm going to give you that benefit.
A deflated team. It's a skeleton.
I'm going to put an asterisk next to it. 3-7, and your defense looks really bad.
Yeah.
I understand it's 13-13, but you're playing Miami. I've seen you play a lot of good teams this year, and you guys can't stop them.
No.
There's something. It almost alludes to how great of a rookie year Daniels really had last year to get you to the NFC Championship game.
That tells you everything.
I'm seeing holes in this team that I did not expect to see. Aside from injuries, because I'm not gonna poke at them for the injuries thing
Right.
That's just an unfortunate. Your defense isn't that injured, and you have teams running all over you. I don't know what that's about, boys.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't either.
Just get healthy.
So let's get into our 1:00 games. These are going to be fun. Panthers, Falcons. That's not going to be fun. That's a dookie.
I need the Falcons to win just so they could keep the Bucks afloat.
I like that. I like the strategy side of it, but I do think the Panthers are going to be the winners. They're the better team, but the Falcons are not going to let it be easy for them. Let's get into that. Bills, Bucks. This is going to be I think the most fun game of the. I think the next one too. The Chargers will be a good one too. But Buccaneers, what are you thinking?
Are the Bills wearing your throwbacks?
Yes, they are.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks because my old roommate was a Bills fan. He was a Josh guy. I was a Baker guy. So it's more of a personal thing, but I do think this is a bigger game for the Bills because of the division race.
I personally think the Bills will come out ahead just because last week was a Las Vegas dub and that was a fluke. Got to come back and prove something. I think the Buccaneers do a good enough job of just like, it's either a really, really like a superior team that they just hang on to and come out ahead.
Yeah.
That's not this. I think they're going to hold it a tight stalemate the whole day, and it's going to come down to the last minute, but I think the Bills will.
I'll give the Buccaneers credit. They've lost 3 games, and all 3 teams are playoff teams.
If I were to pin these two defenses against each other, I'm going with the Bills defense. That's kind of what's got me going that way. But in terms of points on the board, the Bucks are going to have some fun.
And that's the thing with like the Bills. It's like you guys lost to 2 good teams, and then you lost a game where it's like, how did you lose that one?
Yeah.
Like, I'll give the Buccaneers credit. You've lost to Detroit, Philly, and whoever they lost to last week, or the Patriots. You lost to 3 playoff teams. Like, aside from like the really good playoff teams, you're winning these games.
Right.
You beat Seattle. They're one of the few teams that's beaten Seattle in a shootout. So it's like, I don't know. It depends. See any given Sunday. I'll go with the Bucks, but this is the Bills game.
It is. It is. This one, I think, is also going to be a fun game for the early ones. Chargers, Jags. These are 2 good teams. Chargers should be the better team. I'm thinking the Chargers are coming out ahead. I've been hoping for the Jags to lose all season, and they can't. But
we need a Chargers win.
We need a Chargers win. We need a Chargers win.
If I swear to Christ, Justin Herbert, I will come at you if you lose this game.
We haven't had a chance for Will to make the pick at it enough this season. But if I had to compare the 2 quarterbacks, I'm taking Herbert over Longhair every time.
That's what I mean. It's like, I'm like, oh my God, if Justin Herbert throws like 3 picks and loses this game.
Yeah, don't mess this up. Yeah. All right. Bears, Vikings. This is kind of a morning stinker. I'm looking at the Vikings. Nope, I'm going with the Bears.
You know what? We're calling it a stinker at the Bears at 6-3, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, who would have thought we'd be here?
I know. Like, it's just
wait, hold on. Time out. That's how well the Bears have been on a hot streak lately.
Yeah,
they haven't stopped. They got on the roll.
He's been playing pretty good.
Boy fingers.
I'm going with the Bears. I'm going with finger Peyton Bears.
I'm going with the Bears. Yeah,
Mainly also JJ McCarthy, him giving himself the nickname I'm 9. Yeah, 9 years old. Almost said a word. I'm going Bears. I just want him to beat him.
Plus, the Vikings are on a downswing. They're just not doing well. Packers, Giants. Packers.
Actually, no. New York. Jameis.
I'm rooting for Jameis.
Something's off with Green
Here's
Bay.
what you're gonna get. Here's what you're gonna get. In the next 15 to 20 minutes on your social media, you will come across a clip of Jameis Winston in a tunnel giving the greatest prep speech of all time. And I think the momentum of that speech will keep smiles on the faces of the men that are going to lose this game.
Or
I'm going with the
just a
Packers.
bewildered face on a couple of them. The Packers, though, I think that team is on the verge of being real booty.
Really?
Dude, their offense is off. Their offense is so off.
I'm surprised.
Me too. But their offense in the last 3 weeks is like, oh, boys, you throw it and catch it. You don't just do one or the other. It is really weird. It is really weird what's going on there.
That is weird. All right, let's take a look at the Bengals, Steelers.
Bungholes.
Yeah.
Bungholes in Pittsburgh.
You're picking the bungholes, huh?
I'm picking the bungholes.
I'm picking the Steelers.
Hey.
Big
we
time.
got the Unk Bowl again, version 2.
Unk Bowl.
And I'm giving Flacco the edge again. I'm giving Flacco that edge.
Flacco does have the edge. I think as far as parts going in this game, the Steelers are going to have a tough time.
Aaron Rodgers wishes he had Jamar Chase and T against Detroit. He's looking over that.
That's what I mean. The
he's
Steelers
looking
just
over
don't
at
have
that
those
big
pieces.
dumb horse, that big dumb long faced horse, going like, look at him. He's my age, throwing to these two guys. I got DK and Scraps.
Scraps. And then we said it the first time they played this season, we've got the Titans and the Texans, a big old deflated stinker. I'm going with Nick Chubb.
I need Houston to win.
They're going to
You
take it to
should
the
win.
house. Yeah, you better.
You should win. Like any team playing the Titans now, it's like playing us. You should win. You should win. You shouldn't screw this
Yeah,
up.
tell that to the Ravens. All right, let's get to these 4 o'clock games, the painful ones, because I take it personally. All right, 49ers, Cardinals. This better be San Francisco. Hey, remember we said put a pin in this, and we'll revisit it next week to see if they're really worth our hype. They didn't stand up to the challenge, but I still think they're a solid squad.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna I think the Rams are really good this year, so I can't fully hold it against San Francisco.
But boy, do the Rams look good.
Yeah, like that's what makes the next game exciting.
That's right. Yes, let's get to it. The bigger, greater game of the 4 o'clock games. I think I want it to be the Seahawks so bad.
I'm going LA.
Yeah, I could see that.
And you want to know why? I'm going with the Super Bowl quarterback over the guy who hasn't won a playoff game.
Here's the fact.
Like, that's what I'm picking.
I said the first knee-jerk reaction is I want to see the Seahawks win.
Mhm.
When you really pull back what's going on this season, the benefit is in the Rams. Like, they are the better team. If you're betting, you got to put your money on the Rams. They are the leading edge going into this game. But
sure
the Seahawks
Seattle's
are great.
favored it, though.
Really?
Seattle's playing really well. I think Darnold's playing really well, but I think that's the Vegas trap because I'm with you. I'd pick the Rams. I'd put my $20 on the Rams if I would.
I
I'd be
agree.
like, yeah, I'm putting it there.
Speaking of Vegas traps, come on in, children, and put your money on the guaranteed victors, the Ravens, in which world the Browns will win. Here's what we'll say. Predictions, Ravens are the better team. Ravens should win. Lamar Jackson should dance on us. However, this one just screams Las Vegas victor.
It screams like it has a hint of a trap game for Baltimore.
100%.
Here's what I'll say. I do think Baltimore's going to win, but somehow Derrick Henry's going to have like less than 40 yards rushing.
Boom. I
Because
could see that.
He never rushes well against us, and I have no idea why that is.
I could see that.
But he will have like barely any rushing yards, and they'll win by like 30 again, and I'll be like, yeah.
I 100% see that.
Yeah.
All right, and for the final stretch of our 4 o'clock games, Chiefs, Broncos. Broncos better win this one, but the Chiefs are going to have the edge.
I mean, this is a must-win for the Chiefs.
Exactly.
This is
And
a must-win for the Chiefs.
wait. It's a must-win for the Chiefs. Okay, it's a must-win for the NFL.
Yeah.
Chiefs are definitely going to win in terms of the way this stage is laid out, but the Broncos, if I had to pick in a real world,
They're gonna walk in Roger Goodell and Taylor Swift in the pregame to talk to the team, give them a little pep talk.
and then they just Tanya Harding just right in the shin.
Yeah, they just nailed Bo Nix in the shin. I don't know what happened. Some guy with a mask. He went that way.
All right, let's get into our Sunday evening game, Lions-Eagles. This is going to be a great game. I'm going with the Eagles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Compared to last week, this week?
Yeah, last week there was really only like one good matchup.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm going with the Eagles, but this is going to be a great fight.
Eagles.
There's
something off with the Eagles, though. It feels like every other Mount Union team. There's like something there's a lot of things working so well, and there's just one thing you're like, will that be a problem? Could that be a problem? I don't know if it'll be a problem. And then they win it again. You're like, that wasn't that big of a problem. It was like good. You're like, maybe this could bite us in the ass.
All right, let's get into our Monday Night Football. Cowboys, Raiders. Cowboys.
I'm going to be honest. On paper, this looks like a stinker.
It's going to be a close game.
I cannot wait for this game. I think it's going to be such a fun game.
It's going to be a close game.
It's like those bad college teams that you're like, yeah, their record sucks, but honestly, they're kind of scrappy. You got some scrappy bad teams. This isn't like Cowboys Titans. You'd be like, this sucks.
Right.
This is like, oh no, they got some bite.
Right.
These teams got some bite to them. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
I agree. I'm going with Dallas. And the Colts and the Saints are on a bye week. All right, let's get to this is going to be my least favorite part of the show today because We take on misery for your entertainment. All right, let's get to our parlay picks. Last week I lost because, like I said, the Bills losing to the Dolphins the way they did was such a Las Vegas.
How many was he close? Like, was he close at all?
Not really at all.
Really? Okay.
Like towards the end, but whole first half wasn't even touched.
Saw, like,
it was
the first
just,
half. I thought it was like at like 20.
Thing was
like
a joke. Yeah. That was a Las Vegas humbling moment. All right, but we try to make you money, and the purpose of these incentives is we have to take on a punishment for when we don't bring home the dub. So Will and Doug's leg of the parlay hit, so they don't have to take on the punishment. But I have to do a chug of an ice and ruin my gut biome on my beautiful Sunday for your entertainment, so we can make you money.
Good luck, dude. You know what?
Splash zone.
You know what? The instant you had the splash zone incident, you started down in that thing.
That was a air bubble just popping through.
Like it just like after that bubble, it just was like.
So we got our parlay pick here so we can make you money. But also, before we get to it, Austin Eckler had a message for us.
Y'all love these freaking parlays, man. And I always get stuff like this or see stuff like this. You lost me the money. Y'all love chasing. Man, y'all love that chase, that freaking parlay chase. At some point, y'all got to think like, maybe, just maybe, the system is set up for me to fail. Maybe I'm not supposed to hit a 6-leg parlay, or they wouldn't offer $2,000 for it on a $10 bet. Y'all knuckleheads, stop chasing these damn parlays. You guys are out here.
Balls from
my
mansion.
Man, this is the most degenerate gambling, in my opinion, is the parlays. Because you got all these bets that have to happen perfectly, and you're like, oh, I'm feeling confident about this one, and y'all get punched in the face every time. But guess what? It's only $10, so I'm gonna come back next week, and then all of a sudden now it's hundreds, turns to thousands. Y'all some knuckleheads. Stop it. Get some help.
Couple of knuckleheads making you money.
A bunch of nincompoops out there betting your dollars.
All right, here's what we got for you, because we were on a streak, and if it wasn't for the Las Vegas intervention, I'm confident that would have won too. We had 2 of the 3. This is our victor for you this week. I have not had bad luck with the Jamar Chase, and Flacco knows how to make yardages happen against the Steelers.
Flacco's going to target him like 13 times.
Oh, yeah. Good day. We got a good day ahead of us. Jamar Chase, 80-plus yards. Jackson Smith, Nigma, 1 TD. And then David Montgomery, 50-plus rushing and receiving. Doug wants. I can't remember. Read it on the screen. It's up there to make you money. But if we made you laugh and made you think, enjoying this happy Sunday, getting prepped for your Sunday football, be sure to hit the like, subscribe so you don't miss us. We're here live every Sunday. And, the whole purpose of the live show is to get you involved. So we appreciate everybody that jumped in the comments to add a little extra dynamic to today's show. But if you're looking for one central place where you can find all of our content, we've got our Tuesday show and our podcast and everything else. You can find it at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. So be sure to enjoy your Sunday football. And if you find some things that you feel we need to have in our next episode, because each week now it's week 12, prepping for week 12. Make sure to DM us, tag us. We've been getting a lot of great stuff from you guys, so we appreciate it. Catch you next week. Peace.